Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to For the Diaspora. I haven't done this in a while, and initially I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do it in the first place, but um, the things I've been seeing have just been so heartbreaking that it would be illogical and it would be a waste of a platform, no matter how small, if I didn't shed light on what is going on. By now, I'm sure a lot of you, if not all of you, already know what is going on in Nigeria. I'm sure you've seen, the End SARS hashtags everywhere. But if you haven't, let me just give you a quick breakdown. SARS, which stands for Special Anti-Robbery Squad, was initially formed, to fight against robbery, as the name states. But over time, it was turned into a means of extorting people. It was turned into a means of basically showing outright violence to the citizen. Because let me break this down for you quickly. You have to understand that Nigeria is a place where poverty is common. Let me just put it that way. A lot of people are living in poverty. And when I say poverty, I mean real poverty. I mean, you don't know when your next meal is going to come from poverty. And I don't like to, I always say this in my personal life, I don't like to compare problems. I don't like to say, oh, this problem is greater than this problem. But in this case, forgive me, but I have to. When I say poverty, I don't mean, okay, you could get benefits from the government kind of poverty. I don't mean, okay, you could go to a soup kitchen and get some food poverty. No, I mean poverty. I mean, you really don't know when your next meal is coming from poverty. Now, with that being said, and there's not a lot of opportunities in Nigeria. There's not a lot of opportunities in Nigeria. So you have people who are making ends meet through whichever way. So now that was the initial creation of SARS, was to, a lot of people were getting into the fraud business, and the initial creation obviously was to help stop that. But then it got out of control, it got out of hand. It got to a point by which, as a young person, you're not allowed to, it kind of seems like you're not allowed to dress nice. It seemed like you're not allowed to wear the latest outfits. It seemed like you're not allowed to carry the latest phones. It seems you're not allowed to buy the latest cars, because to them it was started off with jealousy. They were jealous of the fact that you're wearing nice things, and when I say they, I mean the SARS people. But then it got to a point where they felt like, it's still jealousy, but how are you dressing better than I am? How are you, wearing clothes that is basically the same as my salary which I haven't been paid, by the way. That's how bad Nigeria is. So it turned from that kind of jealousy, and it became something that is crazy. And that's the thing about SARS. SARS has been going on for a long time. It's been going on for a very long time. This is not the first. It wasn't like a new thing. It's been going on for a long time. A lot of people that I know in Nigeria would leave their house, leaving behind their clothes, wearing the most basic thing they could wear, not taking the latest phones with them because they don't want to be spotted. They don't want to stand out. People will dress down literally because they know that if they go out, these SARS people will stop them and start asking questions and try finding ways to extort money from them. And guess what? If you're not able to provide anything, you can get killed. There are so many videos out there of SARS people will tell citizens, I will shoot you and there's nothing you can do. And there's nothing that will happen. And unfortunately, that statement seemed to be true. They will kill you and there was nothing that was going to happen to them. So this has been going on for years, and it kind of became, I don't want to say a joke, but it wasn't taken as serious as it is now. But it got out of hand. The Nigerian youths kind of had enough. And it started off as a peaceful protest. It started off, quite, I don't want to say fun, but, you will see videos and pictures of, restaurants bringing food to the protesters. People are eating good. People are eating good. Some jollof rice, some plantain, some chicken. People were eating good. It was very joyful. There was even people even having raves, parties. People were just protesting peacefully, and all of a sudden, it turned to what it is today, which is just a massacre. Now, the thing that surprises me is not that this has happened. It's not that this peaceful protest has turned violent. What surprised me is that the Nigerian government had enough brain to even do it, because this is common process. This is common. Whenever the citizen is protesting something that the government is not doing right, instead of the government to do it right, they'll find a way to, what's the word? Kind of infiltrate, if that's even the word for it, the protests, pay some people to turn the protest violent, and then they now feel like they have the power to now come and stop the protest, because they now claim the protest is now violent, because they can't stop a peaceful protest. It's against our basic human right. So the only way they could stop it is by making it more violent and now say that it's now chaos. So this is a strategy that's been going on for so long. We see it happen in America quite recently with the whole George Floyd situation. So this is a very basic thing. It's not new. But I'm just surprised that the Nigerian government had enough brain to do that, given that they don't have enough brain to do a lot of things. To do a lot of common things, they don't have enough brain to do that. So I'm very surprised that they had a little bit of sense to do what they've done. But people are dying. Innocent citizens are dying. And it breaks my heart to see the videos that I've seen. Videos that are now etched in my memory forever. And sometimes I kind of feel helpless. That's why I didn't want to do anything in the first. I didn't even want to record this video, this for the diaspora episode, because I felt helpless. I'm sitting here comfortably in the warmth, far away from the place. What can I do? What am I doing? That's how I felt. I'm not there. I'm not in the front line. I'm not risking my life. I'm not sacrificing my life for the next generation. So I kind of felt helpless. I felt like useless. But that is the thing for the people in the diaspora. Even if it's to share, please do. Put it on your social media if you have a lot of followers. Even if you don't. If only 10 people follow it, put on your social media. Make the people that are following you uncomfortable enough to go and research what is happening. And if you've got a big platform, please share it. Shed light on it. So that people are uncomfortable enough to start asking questions. Because it seems that our leaders are blind and they are very deaf. So we will open their ears. Now, I don't know if I have anyone from Nigeria listening to this. But we have to find a way to channel the anger. It's one thing to protest in the streets. But the people you're protesting against are not in the streets. You know where they live. Now, I'm not saying to go there and cause havoc. Because they're sleeping peacefully. They don't care about what's going on. They're sleeping peacefully where they are. So if you know where they are, go and disturb them. Don't let them sleep. Because you're not sleeping. Yesterday, 20th of October 2020, they didn't let you sleep. So do not let them sleep. Channel that protest. Take it out from the streets and go to that particular street, wherever they live. And disturb them. If you know where the family members live, go and disturb them there. Please hear me. I'm not saying you should go and harm anyone. Please do not do that. Don't stoop to that level. But make them feel uncomfortable. The way they've been making us feel uncomfortable for years. the situation in Nigeria has become so, like, this has been going on for so long, it became normal. It became normal. Like, struggling, suffering, being broke, poverty is normal in Nigeria because of these people. So make them feel like, you know what, they will not sleep until they get things sorted. And let them all step down so the right people can lead. Now, I see a lot of things going up about signing petitions so the Western world can, impact sanctions on Nigeria and all that. And again, I'm not one of those people that are gonna cuss out the person doing. I say, why are you? No. I understand they came from a place of desperation. It came from a place of we didn't really know what to do. But we have to think about these things. Please, can you name one nation that the West has gone into for quote unquote democracy and that place was better for it? Are we going to talk about Iraq or Afghanistan or Libya or Syria or Iran? Where are we going to talk about? Where have they gone into and it became better for? So let's leave the West out of this for now, people. Again, I understand the desperation of feeling helpless. I feel that too. But let's think about this strategically. Let's think about this properly. Now to my people in the diaspora, use your voice, no matter how little it is. Don't keep quiet. Because 2020 is the year the revolution started. And in 50 years, when you look back, are you going to be standing on the right side of history? Are you going to tell your kids and grandkids that you did something? Are you going to tell them that in 2020, you used your voice? The people in the diaspora, we got to support. We got to use our voice. We got to spend money. If you see any funds that are, any GoFundMe for anything, put your money there. No matter how little you have. Even if it's £1 or $1 or whatever your currency is. Put your money there. Donate. If you can't physically be there, donate. Use your voice. Use your platform. Because people are dying, people. People are dying. And we have to make these people feel, and when I mean these people now, I mean the government, we have to make them feel uncomfortable. They've been feeling comfortable in their oppression. In how they've been oppressing us for so long, they've been feeling comfortable. It's time to make them feel uncomfortable. End SARS.